Hi, welcome. My name's David and I want to introduce you to awk. Awk is available in most Linux and Unix-based distributions. This is the version I'm running. And if we take a look at the man page, what we'll see is awk scripts are formed of patterns and actions. A combination of patterns and actions allow us to do some pretty cool things on the command line that would otherwise be rather cumbersome. So let's take a look at PS. This outputs all of the processes running on my system. And normally you may wish to pipe to grep for Firefox. We can replicate this behavior with awk like this. This is regex syntax to filter on a string Firefox. Now, because we didn't specify an action, the default action is to print 0, everything. However, we can change that and get automatic column splits with awk. Let's print the username, the process ID, we'll count along, we'll also print the time the process started, as well as the full command. Excellent. Now, we can see that these columns reflect what we wanted without having to specify any additional logic. But let's tidy up this output. We can use a begin block to set some global variables, and we're going to specify that the output field separator should be 3 tabs. That looks a lot better. Okay, what if we were working with other data types? What about CSV, or something that looks like CSV? Let's use the password file. Now we can cat that file, pipe it to awk, and attempt to do something similar. First, we'll just start by printing everything, which works just the same. Now, let's print the username column, the user ID column. We'll also print the user name, their home directory, and their shell. Drats, it doesn't work, and that's because the field separator is no longer space or tabs. So we can use the begin block once more, only this time instead of setting the output field separator, we'll set the field separator. And we're going to use the colon. And you can see that works nicely. Now let's filter this data. Instead of using a regex like last time, we're actually going to do a numerical comparison and filter on the user IDs above 400. Now one last thing about awk, it has a standard library. You can see here we're using toupper on our username. We're going to calculate the length of our actual name as well as printing out our name. Perfect. You can see the uppercase, we can see the string length, and everything works as expected. Awk is a pretty cool tool. You only have to learn a few things to get a whole lot of value back. Enjoy.